I sent co-host request to you as well, Mike. Just FYI.
Oh wait, that's right. It was New Year, and then he was able to co-host. That's cool.
Yep. Oh, he went to listener. Cancel co-host invite and let me do it again. Yeah, that guy, when I scheduled this call, like the last one, right? At that time, it was like very early morning. And I saw your tweet about, the other call. So I was like, dude, really? Come on, we need to start this ASAP. And that's why I was scheduling it. And then I forgot to hit that record thing. Otherwise, I'll always do that.
Got you. No, I know what you mean.
Hey, Mehul, I saw your request to co-host, but the button didn't come back on this time. The phone is finicky. Sometimes it allows me to accept, sometimes it won't.
Oh, maybe it's the recording part, Mike.
No, I don't know. Maybe it is. It's a iPhone SE edition, which is maybe like the 7 or 8 version. I don't know. So,
or maybe your privacy setting. If it is getting recorded, maybe some of your setting is not allowing you to be co-host.
Where is the privacy setting? I don't know.
I do remember when it started to record, like 2-3 weeks later, it would pop up that thing. Hey, you're a co-host of the space that's being recorded, and then I don't know if it gave you a yes or no option, but I think that's where it was. I think that's what it is.
Well, yeah. Instead of taking up time looking at it now, maybe one of you guys can help me later on in the day or tomorrow, or whatever, to clean it up.
Sure. So that guy. We entered some of the ideas from some of apes during our break. So I just wanted to read them and share with other apes. So, if they have any input to make it better or anything like that. So just wanted to go through those ideas in the beginning, and then we can get started with like brainstorming.
Cool.
So, what number are you going to start with, Mehul?
To be honest with you, I don't remember the exact number, but I think it's 180.
Yeah, well, I see 179 you have an entry for. And right now we're up to 198, so that could be quite a bit.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep. So you know what, since you are saying 179, let me get started with 179.
Oh, yeah. Also, if anybody down there, listener, you have a comment on any of the ideas, just come up. Let's see if we can make it better if you do have a comment on it.
Yes, please. So 179 is make AMC merch that can be used for yoga and gym. All who goes to gym or yoga usually goes every day, right? So, this would be a great advertisement and people will see more. So different gym merch for yoga.
Imagine if Lululemon did like a partnership with that.
Oh, yeah.
Does Lululemon have any partnerships with any specific companies like that they sponsor with their clothing?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm about to Google that right now. Right now. Let's see. Because that would be honestly a great idea, like a partnership with a already established company. Like, I know Vonnie would love that idea. Like, straight love that idea because she loves her Lululemon yoga pants. So
that is the only reason why I know this company, because I see some of the posts from her about the product and I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, should I move to the next one?
Well, that's the only thing I would add to it, because I'm seeing that it looks like Lauren Kipp is Senior Manager, Global Partnerships and Special Projects at Lululemon. So she might be the person to contact, but I don't know. They might partner with someone.
And Mike, I see you there. Are you adding?
Yeah, I put consider Lululemon as a partnership.
Perfect.
Lululemon,
Perfect.
sorry.
Cool. Hey, so 180 is AMC should also have AMC prepaid or reloaded credit card for people with less credit score. this will be win-win for both AMC and customers. This was an idea from Demain, and so basically he is saying here, like if we have a AMC credit card where let's say if I have $1,000 in my bank, right, and I want to prepaid or reloaded like $500, I just want to put it on that credit card, right? It is going from my bank, so it's not kind of like AMC is taking any risk. I'm putting it from my bank on the AMC credit card, but when I use the credit card, I earn the like credit score goes high or something like that, like where my credit will build. So even if I have some bad things in the history, still I will have opportunity to fix them and eventually get the regular credit card. So here AMC has no risk financially because I'm putting 500 upfront, but I have an opportunity to build the credit and get a better credit card, regular credit card. So that's the idea. I see Jake has his hand up. Go ahead, Jake.
So that's the viral video that's making the rounds on social media and primetime television. Popcorn guy, right? Wow. Whew. A lot of buzz around popcorn. This is a major opportunity for AMC to start the marketing for Perfectly Popcorn. You tie it in. Hey, popcorn. Cinemark has a popcorn guy. We have Perfectly Popcorn. Grocery store shelves soon. They could do something with a little clip of AMC Perfectly Popcorn. Something, man. This is a major opportunity. You do not want to miss the boat. Everyone's talking about popcorn. Cinemark, that's their guy. Paramount's jumping on that Twitter thread.
Yeah, actually, I 100% agree with you.
Step up your marketing. Step it up and start the marketing for Perfectly Popcorn right now.
So with that, honestly, Jake, what I'm thinking about with marketing, because this sometimes it's just a simple thing, but it would be getting at the film crew level just to see if they can do, I don't know, something on social media to where it's like, hey, these are, how like you throw a piece of popcorn in someone's mouth, like you're just trying to like make it in there. So imagine, because there's two-story levels. Like how do people actually try?
You don't need to overcomplicate it though. Look, it's about
don't cut me off. Like I'm just trying to help. Like that's it. Like just trying to help out. But I'm saying like something small like that, where it's just you're throwing it in there, and then multiple different AMCs are doing that, where it's like, oh, here's the second story. This is how far I'm able to throw a popcorn and make it in someone's mouth, or like just doing it behind the concession stand where you're just trying to throw it and make it in someone's mouth. But then it's just like it just ripples effect across all AMCs. But then if it does just get picked up on social media behind it, then it's like promoting that it's Perfectly Popcorn, but it's just doing something fun. Because I think associating something fun behind that, and that's just natural market. Because that video I saw, I know exactly what you're talking about. But it was just one person doing like a couple tricks, and that was dope, right? And now it went viral just everywhere. So it's just something to add on to it for the marketing when it is free marketing across social media.
Hey, that guy and Jake, can I just ask? I mean, I saw the video too. How do you know that was Cineworld though? I mean, I didn't see any.
Not Cineworld. That's Cinemark.
Or Cinemark. How did you know it was Cinemark?
Because they posted it from their official account. They yep, they did, and then it started making the rounds.
Was the original post from them, or did they just
no?
So it was somebody else's post.
But they made
they made it. They sort of shared it or posted it from their account as if it's their.
Yeah,
place.
the guy saw the popcorn dude over there. He filmed it. He posted on TikTok, and then a bunch of people started making extra with the little video he made.
So we really don't know for a fact if it's Cinemark or.
Well, he works for them.
Yeah, Jake said Cinemark posted.
Okay.
Can I just say this? So initially it was allegedly a TikTok video that went viral, and then so Cinemark, that's a Cinemark popcorn employee, or crew member, And so they went ahead and capitalized on the buzz, and they posted the same video without the TikTok. I guess they re-recorded it and posted it on their Twitter account with the title Popcorn King. And then, everyone's picking it up. It keeps getting bigger and bigger. So in my opinion, right, the chief marketing officer, AMC, should say something, right? This is the movie industry, popcorn, perfect tie-in. You got to make a move right now, AMC. Make a move right now. Say something. Paramount's on that thread.
Yeah.
Hulu,
Go there and
a lot of
hire
different
that guy. Steal that guy from them.
Anything.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jake. Especially the passion and fun that I can see that guy is having, right? Not that guy, but that guy who was doing the popcorn thing. So, I completely agree with you. We need to bring that enthusiasm and that excitement within the employee and hey, guys, enjoy what you're doing. And once somebody enjoy, definitely use it so much on the social media to spread it everywhere because social media is the strongest thing right now for the marketing. And I agree with you that we have so many things that we can improve on the social media marketing wise, and they need to be more active. So I believe the idea is bring the enthusiasm or excitement within the employees and then make a video and share it on the social media.
The idea is
correct?
The idea is start marketing Perfectly Popcorn right now and respond to that thread as a company because we're number one in the industry. You're having Cinemark steal AMC's thunder right now, and we're not even participating.
Honestly, that's even awesome to capitalize on too, Jake. What you're saying to actually respond like, "Hey, look, popcorn is king." So then that way you can promote
or do mega bags, right? You could go any number of ways, but the chief marketing officer should be on it ASAP.
But let's say if you are the chief marketing officer, right? I'm just trying to read your mind. So what would you do? What kind of response you would have? Because I'm trying to understand. Is it some of our employees do something like that, or
engage with the conversation around popcorn? Also, AMC has 4 million plus dedicated shareholders. That's powerful beyond belief. And I noticed on the original viral video of the so-called Popcorn King, a lot of AMC apes were responding, right, with hashtag AMC popcorn. We have the mega bag. We have Perfectly Popcorn hitting grocery stores. We sell on a given day 50 tons of popcorn. We got the cornfields. Listen, there's this. You just got to do it quick. Don't think this isn't let's put together a marketing campaign in 4 weeks. You got to do it now. AMC has to do something now.
Oh, go ahead, Wired. Go ahead.
Hey, Mommy, are you going to speak on the topic, or can I jump ahead of you?
I'll drop down.
On that particular topic for marketing, I just have one little tidbit. I, of course, by my name, I'm mommy of 6, right? But I think one good marketing thing that AMC could do, and it would I don't know, it embody movies into kids, but I think they should offer free movies to foster children. And I think that would bring in the foster parents. It would bring in the whole family. And once the family's there, everybody buys the popcorn and everyone buys the drinks. But it would instill in, young children having a good time at the movies with their families and that kind of thing. And then the only other marketing thing I can think is one of the things that prevents me and my kids going to the movies is my husband had a neck surgery. And the chairs at our local AMC aren't comfortable. But if they could offer some seats that you could pay premium price for that are maybe massage chairs or more comfortable, or having golf carts, go out in the parking lot, picking people up and driving them up to the building, because sometimes the parking lot is full and you have, people that may not have a handicap sticker or no handicap available, but they're walking long distances and it's hurting them. Anyway, those are just my little pieces of, I don't know, ideas that I had.
Yeah,
I'll step down.
To capitalize on your ideas and then circle back, I was thinking, so yeah, the foster children thing is a good idea. I think people that do fostering of children are great people. I've known them, right? And it can be a burden sometimes, so I agree. I thought maybe an approach that might be acceptable to the theater would be maybe, foster parent and foster children, foster family day, right? To where they get like a very large discount or free tickets for the foster children on one specific day a year. I can see that being, a reasonable middle ground. And you also, what was the other thing you brought up? I'm sorry.
The VIP chairs. That's, I think.
Oh, yes, that was a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Yeah,
I think we spoke about it before,
VIP,
but I'm not sure the idea was very, wasn't drilled enough on that idea. But I think we spoke about it a bit before, but that is a great idea for sure. VIP chairs. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if we had VIP chairs, my husband would totally go. But in the current chairs, because of his neck surgery, he tightens up halfway through the movie and it's so painful he can't enjoy it. But if he could, have a nice recliner that maybe, heck, we'd be all over it.
I wanted to briefly circle back to what you guys were talking about before. Somebody mentioned that, they're stealing AMC's thunder, right? The popcorn guy. But in all reality, let's step back a little bit. We're technically stealing theirs, right? It was their employee. We found it. We knew right away. We promoted it. And our main goal is to bring theaters back, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be AMC. We are the leader, so I'm not scared. And I feel by, promoting all theaters, it's just going to build a hype, because when most people go out to the theater, they don't say, besides us, right? We sit there and say, we're going to AMC. But most people I'm going to the closest one. We just want seats, we just want theaters great again, I guess is the best way to put it. I hate saying great again, but.
Yeah, it is helping the whole industry. And
exactly.
AMC as well, not just them. That's completely, I completely agree with that.
So I say we take the high ground, we support them with it, right? And we find our own opportunity when it comes up. Because when you try to make things go viral, it goes the opposite direction most of the time. So let's just keep being positive, keep our eyes out for great moments, and share it when we see it.
Or another thing is like doing the Wendy's thing. You know how Wendy's kind of claps back sometimes? Like if AMC were to be like, yeah, or like how he's labeled the popcorn king, it's just like, yes, popcorn is king. Try our perfectly popcorn, but they repost Cinemark's actual video. So that it kind of like it's just creating that natural competition, but it is focused on movies specifically, like going to the theater.
Remember, we've always talked about creating another social media account for AMC. I still stand behind that. We should have like a popcorn account, AMC popcorn account that just sits there and finds heated moments on social media and just offers popcorn.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think I agree with both you and Jake on this point. It is definitely helping AMC as well. And where Jake was saying, like, we need to do something. So, if we have any employee who is like so much into any particular product, right? And also when we are comparing the way they make popcorn, the way he was filling it out and doing those tricks and all those stuff, it's completely different compared to how we do it at AMC, right? But you know what? They can do something, like some employee can come up with some crazy thing. Let's have a video and share that too. But I think I agree with both of you.
Hey, Mel, if we could slow down for a second. So I do have Jake's idea, and I heard what Wired said. Want to also get back to Melinda Mommy 6. We do have foster care children for discount and or free tickets. I think it's on spreadsheet 1 idea. I forgot the number for it, but it has been entered, so we can bring it back up. We're on idea 6 sheet at the moment, or 6 meaning our 6th call for earnings call. But I did want to add, because this would be a good timing, something Mehul and I discussed at length. And we wanted to get more involved to elevate these ideas in front of AMC at some point in the future. And one thing I learned recently in pitching an idea on their for their IT group to work at was that their IT group may be a maximum of 2 or 3 employees for an organization with 35,000 employees, meaning they're still running a tight operation trying to make it all work. And so we were wondering if there may be a few people who can dedicate some hours with some expertise that we can then leverage and approach AMC and say, look, we have volunteers. We can give you 10 hours a week, 20 hours a week, or whatever it is. And here's the level of expertise. We can help generate the video response, or we can help do something else, and then just feed it to them so that they have more labor at their disposal to respond quickly. Is the idea. So we'll you could DM us offline what your expertise is, what you can produce, and we don't know if AMC will go for this, but it's one of the things we want to offer them.
Yeah, and trust me, when we do it, we have that passion, that love, So the quality of everything that we do, that's gonna be awesome.
Cool. All right. So I know we wanted to go the route that you were saying, Mahol, but it looks like we have a bunch of hands. So, like, do you want to? It's up to you. It's up to you.
Let's keep it, because if somebody has a brand new idea, then why read what we already have, right? So we see 4 hands up. So let's take care of that.
Cool. I think it was Surrey, Django, Mimi, then Laughing. Did I get that right? I also need you guys' help if I didn't. So
I'll go quick. I'm driving. You used a good commercial with the Wendy's commercial. What competition did they mention when they did that? None. The other one is Avis. If you're number 2, then you want to go after Hertz to be number 1. You say you're number 2. We're number 1. We don't promote anything about Cinemark. We don't say their name. We don't mention them. They don't matter. If you're number 1, all you do is talk about what you do, and you let the other people promote you by trying to take your position. Anytime you say Cinemark in anything you post or in any commercial, you give them attention, even though you're trying to take attention away from them. 90% of the people in AMC wouldn't know that guy worked for Cinemark if somebody hadn't done the DD to find it out. Who cares where he works? Don't mention it. It wasn't in the thing. Let it.
It's just my opinion. Gotta go.
I think we just lost Surrey. Hope he didn't crash.
So Surrey saying let them assume?
Well, no, he's
let's
just saying
embrace that, let them assume it's AMC?
Well, you don't have to respond by name. It's the old adage is, good press or bad press is press in any form. Don't give any press. Just stick to AMC.
It was just an idea, Surrey. Jeez.
Jesus.
All right, dope.
I think we have Django, right?
Yeah. Hi, guys. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking, Mike. Yeah, I hope you're all okay into the new year. I just have a quick idea. Like I'm in the kitchen cooking dinner. I'm sorry. I don't have more time today. But I was going to the movies with my mother the other day, and what I found at my favorite movie theater was they have senior days. So they will select special films for older people, like not necessarily like really Stone Age old people, but older people. And they offer the ticket and a piece of cake and a cup of coffee. So you can go there with your grandma, with your mother, with whoever, and then go for a coffee and a piece of cake and then watch the movie. And it's because it's really officially dedicated to older people. There is a lot of old people, and they enjoy meeting other people they don't know in the cafeteria. And I just enjoyed it so much. And it's also the price is a bit lower, and it's in the afternoons or sometimes in the mornings on a Sunday. and I thought it would be a nice idea maybe to pick that up. I don't know if AMC offers similar things, but that's just a small idea for today.
They do offer senior citizens discount and also other senior citizen events. At least I see them at my local theaters, but there's no Kuchen and Cafe damit.
Yeah,
You don't see a Schwarzwald cake advertised with that. So
yeah. I don't know if you need it, but I found it really nice, and the atmosphere in the theater was really nice because there was no young kids with their phones, and like it was really everybody wanted to watch the movie, and I don't know, I just enjoyed it very much, and I thought I'd share, and then I have a recycling idea for next time. It's not so important. So I'm going to go off and I'll be listening, but yeah.
Recycling is important, Django.
Yeah, I know because in all our theaters in Germany, not all, but in most of them, we have recycling stations for, we have reusable, how do you say that, Mike? Cups for the Coke and everything. And so you drink it, and at the end, you put it into one of the recycling stations. Or you leave it in the cinema, but like we always, Germans take their stuff out of the cinema at the end of the screening, so we're probably different. And I also have a picture of that. I don't know if that's interesting for AMC. So they reuse all the cups all the time until they're done and damaged.
Your English is amazing, by the way.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind. But like I'm missing all the vocabulary that's necessary sometimes, and I just get stuck mid-sentence. But thank you, Wyatt. Yeah. So that was my two tiny ideas, and I will say have many more good ideas tonight, and I'll be back to cooking and go down to listener. Thank you for having me up.
yeah, danke, schönen Abend noch.
Yeah, what he said.
Have a good evening. She's on evening time now, of course.
If you guys never been to Europe and Germany even, I highly recommend it. The culture there is amazing. The history there is amazing. You would not be bored the whole time you're there.
I'm coming to see you, Django. Cool. What's up, Mimi?
I'm right here. I'm so excited. I don't know what to do. I was just talking to my husband, and I have so many things to do, kind of, somewhat. I cannot wait to see Bite and go to, he's going to El Paso, but we kind of want him to go to Ellis. And me and my husband were just speaking about him going to the border wall, the president of the United States. And then all of a sudden I got the Eagles. So I have a very challenging day. So I'm trying to figure out the happy food, but I definitely want to see Bite and Stan like out here in Texas. Because do y'all remember back in 2020?
Mimi, I don't mean to.
Okay.
I don't mean to
help
cut you, but
I'm
it is
excited.
like tailored to the just the ideas for this one. I'm not saying like not to take away from your voice. There's definitely other things to like have.
Okay, it's in my voice.
With
Okay,
it, but it's
tune
just
it up. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just tailored towards
I'm sorry.
That's all.
Okay. I cannot wait. Today, I'm so excited. I have a very entertaining day as far as schedule. McCarthy, he did win. I don't know.
Oh, no. I was meaning, do you have like anything to like really help the fundamentals for the theater chain with AMC and all that? Something that you as a consumer, like
this isn't a Marvel Arbo, chat group.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Perfectly fine. But it's
so
just like
AMC and AMP. Okay, so when you guys are trying to do, or us, because I do invest a little bit, I won't say nothing. But anyways, when we're investing or doing stock or with an organization, it does help with the president and inflation. Is that okay? Can I say that?
Well, if it helps the
inflation hurts
of
all
the
of them.
actual AMC company, cool. But that's what it's tailored
But
towards.
inflation does hurt every entity.
Yes.
Okay. I can circle this back to AMC.
Okay,
I can circle this back.
That wasn't me.
So inflation is bad,
All I
right?
wanted to
Yes,
say was
yes.
10-4. This 10-4.
So inflation is bad, yes, right? We all know that. But the good thing about AMC theaters is we have popcorn, which is the margin on it is ridiculous. And the type of inflation that we're approaching is caused by global supply chain issues. So we're going to see a lot more countries in the U.S. and Western countries they're going to onshore. They're going to bring business back to the U.S. and the West. There's going to be more production. So people in the Western countries will technically have more free capital, within 3 to 5 years than the general world, and we'll be spending more locally. So I honestly feel with this outlook in the 5-10 year look down the road, I feel AMC theaters is going to get more business than ever. Just the way the economy is shifting. Yes, there's this whole scary inflation thing, but most people don't understand it.
Hey guys, this is AMC Ideas Call. So definitely other issues are there in the whole world and everything. May, if you have any AMC idea, we would love to hear that. But if you don't, then I'll have to get you off the speaker. Okay? If you have any AMC idea, please go ahead. I'll let you speak.
Yes, I do. AMC, I agree. I think it's an area or a place or a destination that you can go to watch movies. That's what I think of AMC. But you still need the popcorn, and I think that's very important. Because the last time I did my history check, I remember Abraham Lincoln used to wipe his ass with a...
Okay, cease remove. Who was next?
I think Laughing and then Momo.
Laughing, can you hold on for a second? Just as a reminder to everyone in the space call, it's a AMC Ideas business call. This is not to discuss the stock or the reverse split or anything else. It's to discuss how AMC can make more income through ideas or limit costs through other measures. Thank you. Laughing, go ahead.
Thank you, Mike.
What up?
What's up, brother?
How's it going? All right, I'll just get to it. That guy, I really liked what you said earlier about having something like a commercial that is a friendly reminder of why we go to the movies or with who we go to the movies with, that relationship aspect of it. Like you go to the movies, it's a first, date, or you're getting reacquainted with somebody that you haven't seen in a while, right? There's that relationship factor. It's a venue where you go to foster a relationship, maintain a relationship, or just have new experiences with that relationship. So I think it's a great idea to show that, to remind us that part of it, of maintaining, establishing, and creating new experiences with those that we love to be with and experience life with, right? So I really like what you said.
Thanks, Laughing. By the way, I still am for Spider-Verse. I don't care. Every time I see you, man, the Spider-Verse is gonna just knock out Mario Bros. First week.
Please.
First week. I'm sorry. It's going to happen.
It's not going to happen, bro. Look, we both know that Super Mario Brothers in 2018 did 30 billion. Their franchise did 30 billion, broski. The enthusiasm and the sentiment is there. We're going to take the crown. Spider-Man's dominance at the box office is not going to happen. Sorry. Okay, I'll shut up.
Hey, Laughing, and that guy, one is you're in row 210. Are you going to enter this, or can you move out of that row? Because you're in that box right now.
Yeah. I can go ahead and exit out of that one.
All right, because I'm working on 212. But laughing, I just wanted to send you, I think you were talking about relationships of two people going to meet up and taking a movie, or can you elaborate a little bit more?
I like what it's based off of that guy's idea, right? It's a comment on what he was saying. Like I could see a commercial like that. It's like a reminder of why we go to the movies and who do we go to the movies with. And going back to the relationship part of going to the movies, you go to the movies, either you can go yourself, it's fine. I mean, whatever, but you have those experiences with those that you love, you go to the movies with, or those who you're trying to get to know, right? Those are those experiences that we have with those people. Love interests, maintaining a relationship, creating new experiences with those that we love, and we go to the movies as part of that life journey. It's one of the things that it's just a friendly reminder kind of thing where we how we journey through life.
Yeah, imagine a commercial like going as a kid with your family and it's focused on the kid, but then the kid is like growing up, like the first date, and then going with parents again in your older age or family members. And then, it's just showing in the end that then you go with other kids that are your grandkids, and then it just says like something about the generations with going to the movies, that it's just a part of the lifestyle for families.
It's fucking poetry.
That's right. That's the crib to cradle effect.
Right.
And there's great music to couple with that. Just because you brought this up, laughing, this morning I was watching a segment on someone who's done a long-term study on relationships, whereby what it means to be happy. And what it means to be happy is you have to have at least one solid relationship that you would call at 3 a.m., and that's the person that's going to support you. And people who lack that person at 3 a.m. are the ones that were less happy in this study. So it was just resonating with me because you brought it up this morning while I was seeing that. And I put this in as commercials, advertisements, videos where AMC can feed relationships, crib to cradle concept. So this would be more on the commercial front. Does that capture the idea?
I believe so. I would have to see what that guy, because it's part of his foundation that he laid, right? Kind of like how Up did it, right? With Disney, where in the beginning you could see that kind of journey, right? What he has with his significant other, and then it goes into the actual story, right? You have that establishment, that a foundation that you go to the movies throughout your life with different people that you love. At different phases of your life.
Okay, so that guy, what number idea was that? Because that's not in on 200 or 201. Right now I'm on 202.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure. I haven't typed in anything because I was seeing you type, so I was like, okay, should I type anywhere? Okay, let me click out of the box.
All right, so then we have to capture what Laughing's referring to and fold it into 202. Do you remember what you had said about Disney? Because I don't see it here.
Oh, no, it was from earlier, just a little bit before, where it was just saying the popcorn thingy that I was saying on a viral video where it's going across like all the United States, where it's kind of like something that's showing, hey, look, you can have fun with perfectly popcorn, and then just making it go viral. But I think that's where you're saying, Laughing, right? And then just kind of like instead a different idea about it, but just making an advertisement showing like, hey, look, it's fun to actually get perfectly popcorn at AMC, or just AMC, the company in general, to go to.
You were asking Laughing, right? Just
oh,
now.
Yeah. And he threw up a heart, so I think that's a confirmation of a yes.
So I see that you're in 202, so go ahead and edit that if you want to add to that, because I'm out of it right now. I'll put you and Laughing together in your relationship in 202.
Gotcha.
So commercial with Laughing and that guy. Okay, sorry. Wired.
Just be Gladiator, man. We're gonna straight up just do Gladiator. Are you not entertained? And it's just me having Spider-Verse over here and him having Mario Bros.
Wired, I'm not sure if you or Momo were next.
Well,
So.
Momo was ahead of me.
Okay. Hey, Momo.
Hello, guys. Hope you guys are doing well.
Guys,
Sorry?
do you hear me? I have just a question. I'm from Sweden. My English is so poor, but I just wonder because I
don't mean to mute you. I just want to do it for the respect because I know Momo has had his hand up for a little bit of time. We'll definitely get to you, but it's just that we just want to respect other people because I just don't want that. That just sucks, you know. He was about to say something. That's all. So go ahead, Momo. AMC, GME, like trust me, we will definitely get to you. Just go ahead and just stick right there. But I just don't want to disrespect Momo like that. Go ahead, Momo.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I just had an idea that I shared yesterday in a space with a few other people as well. But I was thinking of how AMC is currently working on a streaming service. Why don't we or try to incorporate like a platform where people can actually include or upload their own material onto it, similar to how they'll be able to do that on YouTube, just because as many of you are aware, there's a lot of people that dislike YouTube, the way it's run and the way they kind of control the content that people put out. I feel like we can provide an alternative to that. And with the streaming service as well, I want to keep that completely as a streaming service, similar to like Netflix for movies and that kind of stuff. I want to have another section for just independent artists or independent filmmakers, kind of like a online film festival where people can come in, post their work, and we can call that, for example, like Ape Air could be just for YouTube type videos, people who want to create content for their own personal reasons, just post whatever they need or whatever they want. The Ape or AMC Premium could be for the people who are looking to actually make more serious films from independent filmmakers, and then Ape Elite, let's say. Actually, yeah, that will go AMC Elite, so that it still references the ape movement that originated from as well as because this thing isn't going to be around forever, I'm guessing. So it'll kind of have like a backup to that. So the Elite section would just be for purely AMC's films and their pure streaming service. So allowing for movies to be uploaded, such as Avatar, that kind of thing. So I feel like it'd be, I'm not sure, I mentioned this yesterday as well. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of YouTube accounts such as Infographics, where they post educational stuff, but with content that may not be suitable for YouTube. So they're trying to create their own platform. I forgot what it's called, but you can see that there's already a demand for it. I feel like AMC is in a good position to actually put that across, just with how they're very much connected with the retail audience, and the retail movement as well is essentially, retail is people, it's just regular people. So I feel like a YouTube platform for AMC, where Air would be for creators, Premium would be for independent filmmakers, and Elite would be for the actual genuine Hollywood style films and TV series, that kind of stuff. And I just want to get your thoughts on it as well.
I like how you're really aware of what's going around you, YouTube and Netflix and everything. You bring up good points and great ideas. I want to, us to be aware that it seems that, Adam Aaron and AMC is kind of shying away from streaming, which I totally understand, but I see a spot for what you're talking about, Momo, because there's some recent news, that surfaced that AMC Theaters is looking for independent movie makers to potentially put their movies on the silver screen. And the wording, it even seems like they might even potentially help them, market it, brand it, and possibly get it out on DVD and everything else. Like it seems like AMC wants to be, the producer for these independent film creators. And also the distributor and marketer, which is great. That's if we get that direction, that's huge. Now with the independent films, So I agree with Adam Aaron and AMC theaters. Why try to compete in a market that's already saturated, right? Streaming is completely saturated. Look at South Park streaming. I mean, that pointed it out very clearly. It's just too much. So why compete in that market? But if we think about what we can do for streaming, if they're getting all these movies from independent filmmakers, and some of them might not be silver screen quality, but it might be worth something streaming. Now, maybe AMC can get into the niche market of independent film streaming. It's not going to be for everybody, but it might be for a small subset group, and it might be profitable. And it might also encourage more independent film producers to keep bringing their material to AMC. That's where AMC is really hurting. They don't have the content to put on the silver screen, right? So either we need to find a way to get more content on the silver screen, or find other ways to get people in, or other ways to generate some sort of revenue. So great ideas. I just wanted us all to be kind of aware of that.
Yeah, I just thought of. Sorry, was someone else speaking? Or?
Yeah, Momo, if you can hold for 1 second. Hey, that guy, you're still in B203, or because we got to want to catch up.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, man. I would double check on that. I'm definitely not.
No, I see you just moved up.
I was like, oh dang, am I in that box again? I kind of knew.
Yeah, you're in that box. If you enter, you drop a box, and you end up holding the box, and we can't put the edits in. I see Linsky's over on the other side too. So what we have for you, Momo, so far is AMC currently working on a streaming service, but actually I don't think they're working on a streaming service. I think Wired just chimed in on that because it is a race to the bottom. AMC does have a YouTube channel, but it'd be great if they can have an area where you can upload video, possibly call it Ape Air. You also mentioned 2 other level services. Can you just repeat those? You had Ape Air.
I was going to say Ape Air is essentially just a competitor to YouTube, a direct competitor to YouTube. So that's where you can get sponsors and advertisements on the videos. That could potentially be a bigger revenue source than the actual theater chain.
But sorry, you're suggesting AMC compete at the YouTube level and call it Ape Air?
Before we move forward on that,
something similar.
I wanted to clarify what's going on the YouTube side, right? So what YouTube channels are doing, the thing is that YouTube channels aren't getting enough revenue for them to grow properly. So what a lot of YouTube channels like Quarter Crew or Infographic Show are doing is they're actually creating websites or other areas for their YouTube streamers to go and watch, like extended or unedited video. It's another way to direct their own customers to a new source of revenue stream. It's more just for an extra cash grab for them. It's not necessarily they're trying to create a whole new YouTube. They're just trying to provide extra content and get extra revenue.
From my understanding, what they did it initially, or they might have morphed into that, but initially they did it because they were just frustrated with the restrictions that YouTube put on them for the type of content that they can put in their videos. So it gets flagged or demonetized for reasons that they may not agree on. So that was essentially for that. Elite would be, or APE, so Ape Premium would be the film festival type stuff where independent filmmakers can actually go there and post their specific films that they've made that they want to put out there and want to be known. And this doesn't necessarily have to be, I don't think it'd be a good idea to let just every independent filmmaker on. I would say for this, allow people to post, but have a moderation system where people can check the quality and then they can post it if they agree that it's up to a certain standard. And Ape Elite is AMC Elite is where it's essentially just the streaming service where they can post stuff that's already been picked up by people from Hollywood, from other production companies, that kind of thing. And also the advertising, I don't want that, I spoke with a few others yesterday, I don't want the advertisements to be on the elite version, just because obviously if you're watching a movie or a show, you don't want to be seeing ads. Ape independent or the independent A premium, I mean, it would be for independent artists. So I would say try minimize advertising on that. If not at all, that'd be the best possibility. And Ape Air is where you can essentially just allow people to post whatever and be able to monetize it through advertising.
Hey, Momo, then for this, I mean, you've thought this idea out for some time. We've had other ideas somewhat similar. There's an AMC social platform idea for film for very short segments. I would encourage you, if you're willing, to draft up like a page or two. We call them deep dives, but it's really more of it's a deeper dive onto the idea, other than a 3-sentence entry on a spreadsheet. If you're willing to do that, I think the next call is the end of January, and it gets added as a separate segment to our submission to AMC for the earnings call. If you're willing to do that.
By the way, if possible, I literally came up with this idea yesterday on a space, and I got recommended to come on here and speak about it. But I'm currently literally in the middle of exam season. I think it's going to be pretty impossible for me to do that at the moment because is it okay if I can just draft it up in my own time and then just send it whenever I can? Because my exam season ends on the 20th. My last exam is on the 27th of January. So essentially anything beyond that point, I'll be happy to do. It's just a lot at the moment.
Absolutely. Thank you for your contribution.
Yeah, and good luck on those exams, man. I'm in school too.
I'm gonna need it, man. I appreciate it, but hopefully it goes well. Thank you.
But yeah, just DM it to the AMC Ideas profile right there, and then that way we can go ahead and just try and add it in for what we can with the spreadsheet that we got going on.
Okay, I'll try just add the main points in the DM right now, and then over time, obviously, I'll add on to it, and then when I've actually got like a set plan, like a business plan type of form, and then I can send that through to you guys after we speak about it there.
Nice.
I appreciate the opportunity, by the way. I'm gonna head back down while I do some more studying and just listen in. But I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Momo, really the only reason that they are asking for you to expand on that is because of Adam Aaron himself said that a lot of the ideas are very good, but they would love to have more detailed on that idea, because a lot of the ideas that we submitted at the beginning were kind of loose, so they couldn't really grasp what was going on the person's mind when they posted the idea. So that's the only reason, that they're trying to expand more on good ideas for when we post it on the table, it's a more concrete and they can understand better what's going on the person that was giving the idea itself. So that's the only reason. So that would help a lot.
It's not a problem. I actually want to send in it's because obviously I want this idea to be put across in the best way possible. I want to do this myself. It's just the amount of, you know what, I'll just
perfect.
do this
Yeah,
during
take
my
your
breaks.
time, man, because
I'll do it during my breaks between studying.
Right? You're good.
I feel like that'd be best. Just to take my mind off it.
APA style cover letter, cite your source.
Yep, take your time. You know why? Because we are not going anywhere. We'll be here whenever you're ready.
No, I think a good idea to do it is in between when I'm studying. I'll just do it during my breaks. It'll be a good thing to take my mind off it if I'm thinking about other stuff, and then I can go back to doing what I need to do. But I'll try to get that done. You said, could you just remind me of the deadline, please?
Oh, deadline is whenever you feel comfortable in sending the ideas, because we're just gonna send it to the quarterly, right, earnings. That's usually when we send them, or just before. So it can be in this.
It's just I heard sometime around the end of January earlier. I can get it done. I can probably get it done by then if I just work on it every now and then. So that's why I was asking.
I need it today, man. I need it today.
Man,
Momo,
you sound exactly like my lecturers, man. I swear.
Momo, I just sent you a follow. I'll find two of the elaborated ideas we call them. They're like a page or 2 pages long, and we'll send them to you as an example. But yours can be anything. Obviously, visuals are terrific, and clear and concise language, subject understood with headings and bullet points is, I think, the best way to communicate it.
Yeah, I'll 100% do that. I've written a few business plans in my time as well, so I think I'll just do it in that kind of format. Would that be okay?
Oh, I'd stay away from a 25-page business plan.
No, I mean like a 3-page business, not like a 20. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to be short and sweet and to the point. Because obviously they have limited time, and anything you could build off of that already exists. If you could refer them back to their idea, their YouTube or whatever it is, I think you get a better chance of hooking them on the concept.
Okay. I'll stay in touch with you guys anyway, so if I got any questions or if I send something through and you guys want me to do it a certain way, then it's completely fine.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bless. Hey, Momo, actually, I was going on the AMC app right now, and like you said, there's different member tiers, like the stubs that they came out with, and they have like the A-list, the Premier, and the Insider. And I wonder if you could kind of tie that in together because they have different perks like to them, kind of like visiting theme parks, right? You have like free parking, free drinks or food, and then certain movies or something like that. And then in regards to the filmmaking, maybe there's something to tie in with that as well. But I was just going over the app right now and was coming up with an idea to maybe have like a community section where it's like a board where everyone can kind of share ideas or like have polls or vote on certain, information. Try to make it like a social media platform in a way as well with the AMC app.
All right. I'll take a look at it. Thank you. And I'll definitely try and incorporate it because I feel like it's going to be easy to, like the Ape Premium Elite, that was literally just because of Ape Movement, just trying to figure out a name for it. But if there's something that's already set up, I think that'd be better as well. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's set up on the app right now. It's through the stubs as a member. And I can read off like what the first tier is. It's the A-list. And you join the monthly movie membership and make free online reservations in advance. Watch movies in any format, including Dolby Cinema, IMAX, Real 3D, and it sounds like you can just reserve tickets in advance for that. And then Premiere is enjoy waived online fees, free popcorn, and fountain drink size, upgrades, and more for just $15. I think it says $15 plus per year. I'm not quite sure what that means. Is it just $15 for premium?
It's $15 a year for premium.
Okay.
And $19.99 a month for A-list.
Gotcha.
And the basic plan is free. But keep in mind that those plans are service plans as compared to movie making industry. And I think where Momo's coming from is from the movie making side.
Right. And I was thinking maybe like another, stubs kind of special thing for movie creation, or ideas, just like as a membership.
Yeah, absolutely. Momo, you could use that format, that chart format that he's referring to on the website.
Okay. I think I'll have to go through the website just because I'm from the UK, so I'm not really on the A-list type stuff. We just go through Odeon. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they might have something similar to it as well, so I'll check with them. And then, I'll go from there.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bless.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
All right, so who is next? I'm not sure if we went over Fuzzy's idea specifically or not, because I know you're just commenting, which is awesome.
Oh, yeah, I can go over a few things that I've heard so far. You guys are doing an awesome job, and I just wanted to chime in. I've seen Wired join these quite a few times, and wanted to mention I've been seeing movies since I was a kid, and there was actually a Tuesday every week there would be kids movies, and we would go to our local movie theater, and it would just be like free popcorn for the kids, and certain movies with like 5 to 10 friends or something like that. And it was just like every Tuesday you'd go see a movie at a certain time, right? It was probably like the matinee, like at 2 to 5 p.m. And I feel like that would be a great idea, just to implement like with schools, for like an after school thing, like just once per week or something like that, and have kids go to the movies, and vote on their favorite movies or something to go see. I feel like there's a lot that can be done with like polls and voting for certain movies. Like, how they come up with polls, on Twitter or whatever. See if they could do that like through the AMC app. I'm trying to think like, to try to get a lot of people on the AMC app, because that's, the same group in your demographic will be movie lovers. So if there's like a poll type thing per day where they could show like AMC movies, like on Tuesday and Thursdays or what have you, I feel like that would be great. There's like kids night, like adult night, like scary movie night or something like that. And then they can vote on each, movie to go see. I mean, I feel like that would be a fun thing, and it would drive, people with common movie, movie
I like
interests.
that idea. You want more engagement. You want more people engaged in
more people engaged, and like and to meet new people as well. I think someone was mentioning the elderly example, that where they go, congregate, meet other people, find common interests, and enjoy the movie together. I feel like that would be huge, just for every every age, involved. Don't just want to focus on AMC fans only, just like outreach to.
Hey, Fuzzy,
That's a really good idea.
your voting idea, I just thought of it. They could have like those interactive panels in the theaters where they can have exactly that, right? So people just out of the theaters, they see this big polling thing, and like subscribe to the stubs or whatever, and they go and they vote like right away, right out of the movie. So I could see like people lining up to interact with those things.
Yeah, make it more interactive. And I think voting, just on like 4 different movies on what to watch, like it could just be, you go to the movie and then vote, so it's exciting.
I think previously we mentioned a few things to build more engagement. I know we talked about where, you and your friends have the AMC app, right? You get a ticket, you share that with your friends, that you got a ticket to a movie. The more people you get in the group, the more savings you get. We also mentioned, like, when you group up like that, when you come on location, everybody has their cell phone, right? When you get within like a certain area altogether, now you get a free spin for a prize, right? There's this whole lotto feeling to it. You bought a ticket, you got something extra, and you could get something even more extra. So it builds that excitement. It builds that communication. Like, hey, I'm going to this movie. Hey, we had this movie. Trying to reward people because the best advertisement is the people. No hands down, right? We, the people, are the best advertisement. Word of mouth. And by creating this excitement, it's the best thing we could do. So I totally agree with you. If you don't mind, I might actually segment into my portion of. I have like 4 things I wanted to talk about. And it circles around this excitement, right? We mentioned marketing, and I feel we're lacking in the marketing department. They're doing a good job. I see them getting better, but I feel they're approaching it wrong. They're not building the community. They're not giving the community the tools, is the best way to put it. So for my first idea, I want to suggest that AMC theaters try to reach out to Giphy, right? Or Jiffy, or whatever you want to call it. They basically are an online database for gifts, but they're integrated into a lot of things. They're integrated into phone messaging apps. They're integrated into social media messaging apps. And what this partnership will do is they can create branded gifts, right? We love memes. Why not give people the tools with our brand on it? So all these new movies that are coming out, they could work with the movie industry, get gifts that have never happened, that are movies that are coming out now to set an experience. Like, where'd you get this gift? This is really cool. Well, it's
Create
in
your own
right
gift.
now. But so they create this relationship. They add this tool. Somebody searches a keyword. That's how people do gifts nowadays. They open the gift, they search a keyword, and wow, that one's the coolest one. I'm going to use that. Why not give us the tools, right? Get the excitement going around that way. I wanted to segment into another idea. And what this is preparing for Valentine's Day. I feel that AMC theaters should have some sort of deal, but in a physical form, like a punch card, right? A date night punch card that they can sell pre-Valentine's Day, making it really easy. There's so many punches, and maybe on the last punch, you get the last one free, or you get something free from AMC. And then they could even leave a little spot in there, like once this card is complete, you also get, blank, blank, blank for Valentine's Day, right? Make it fun.
You work in conjunction with your subs account too. Watch
That
all three
too.
movies in that week, and that's your punch card. So that way, like, you watched all three movies, you used your A-list membership as whoever you went with, but for the Valentine's Day special. And after that third one, then that's where you're talking about. You get whatever the gift that you're talking about. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
like a
it could be
reward
sexy
program.
time or something. You just write it in. You know what I mean? It's just to make it fun, right? By allowing a user to customize that gift card at the end. I feel the little things go so far, right? It means the little things mean, the most to people, not the big things. But and now I want to segment into the next portion, right? We talked about how AMC Theaters is going looking for independent films. But I strongly believe that AMC Theaters could be a broker to funding these films. And how fun would that be, right? If you buy tickets from, these are hypothetical tickets, not real tickets, they're digital tickets from AMC, and then you actually put that money into a movie. They have a list of movies. So pinned to the top, I know we were talking about, getting more into detail with our ideas. Pinned to the top, the first one is the AMC considering independent films, which is huge in my eyes, because they're kind of stepping into like Netflix's realm. So keep that in mind. Netflix reaches out to independent creators for films and TV shows, and they greenlight them. Yes, we will buy your content. We will put it on. That's what AMC Theaters is technically possibly doing, right? They can reach out for content. We don't have to look for the big guys. There's so many smart and creative people in this world. All we have to do is just find them, and that's what AMC Theaters is doing. Now, on the next one, I do have a poll, but we'll circle back to that. We'll skip to the one after that. This is my hypothetical ideas. It says, imagine if you can invest in independent films from the start with the help of AMC Theaters. AMC could be an investment broker for potential future films. And I asked for your thoughts, and I would love to hear your thoughts. And a really interesting fun fact to this post is all 5 of those movies were independent films. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Evil Dead, Blair Witch Project, Donnie Darko, Juno. Wonderful movies from the independent film industry. I think we could really make something with this. And then on top of that, I made the suggestion that, well, maybe you can only get these tickets by trading in AMC or Ape shares. And what that does is it transfers custody of your shares to AMC Theaters. So they are now the custodial holder of your shares while you own these tickets. And you can cash out these tickets if they choose to do it that way. But it's a way to, I feel it's a way to also help, shares from being lent out if they're the custodian of those shares, right? So it's healthy for AMC, the stock itself as well, if they went that route. And that's why I was thinking in that direction, right? Otherwise, if a retail shareholder, holds their shares, their broker's going to lend their shares out, which could be harmful to our company. So I'm just trying to kill 2 birds with one stone on that. And plus, how fun would it be to invest in a movie? And where I talk about creating this excitement as well, that I feel AMC is lacking on. And more importantly, the movie industry is, yes, they're putting out trailers. Yes, they have celebrities show up, but they're not giving the people the tools to create that excitement. That the movie industry needs to start giving more teasers, getting more involved. And I feel with this crowdsourcing investment thing, these independent producers can do that. They can give you updates on how the movie's going. They'll show video clips or personal, messages to you, and you become more connected to that movie. You know that this is going to be good. You're seeing the progress, and so you become the biggest promoter of a movie. And like I said, the word of mouth is the strongest advertising you can have out there. You just have to give the people the tools, get them excited. And to invest in the movie, that's the most exciting thing to me.
Hey, Wired, I got these 4 ideas as single sentence entries. I think they're all worth an elaborated idea on one page. Do you want to do that, or at least, I mean, I could read back the 4 sentences, but I think it's going to be a lot of time to finesse some of them.
Oh yeah, no, I can always go. I'm due to go in there and do my fair share. I have not helped contributed to that, so I'll definitely do that.
Okay, so this is on spreadsheet 6. It's ideas 205, 206, 207, and 208.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay!
Yay!
Those are really interesting ideas, and the integration, honestly, is what I like Wired, because it is just an out-of-the-box idea. So that's actually pretty interesting to see. But what's up, Ez?
I have a pretty simple, quick idea. Let's say if you're gonna buy group tickets, so I don't know, maybe 4 or more, 5 or more, probably like 5 or more people, then AMC can give like a one prize lotto for one of the tickets, like a gift card or whatever extra little prize that they want to give to incentive people to come in bulks to the movies. So if you buy for 10 people, then you have like 2 prizes that's gonna be randomly picked on the tickets, that you bought. So one of the person or 2 of the people one will get a gift card, another one will get like medium popcorn or whatever. So yeah, just random prizes for group packs whenever you buy tickets to movies.
Okay, just so I'm understanding it right, it's group tickets that are purchased or, I guess, reserved.
Yeah, in one shot.
In one shot, okay.
Yeah,
and then,
like that, like to make sure that it's in one buy type of thing, right?
Oh, yeah, and then that can also help out because then it gets more people wanting to go because you do have your entourage, right?
Yeah,
so you can
exactly.
Get the
So like that, you're
going.
always gonna ask for your buddies to come. Oh, we're missing just one more seat for us to get, the extra prize that we get for, having this number of people coming in all at once. So you're gonna incentive, for you to make groups of people to go to the movies instead of you going alone.
That's a good point, and that's what I'm thinking. Like with like a community tab on the AMC app, where you can invite like others or friends if they want to go, with and add perks along with that.
Can I share this intrusive thought real quick? I was thinking of an AMC mega box where like it's 4 people long, so you lay this box across 4 people, and you have just a giant box of popcorn.
Poor guy down in the middle that wants to go pee. But nobody gets up in the movies. What am I talking about?
So you mean, Wired, you mean
That'd be
everybody else's
sick.
hands are going to be in your popcorn?
Like a
That's
popcorn station inside the theater or something like that, right?
It's like a trough.
So Fez, what you just said, we put it in as idea 209, random prize tickets for purchase of group tickets. Does that include goats? If you bring 10 goats, do you get more tickets?
Oh man, if you get an
10
extra
baby
goat,
goats?
that would be amazing. Imagine you go see a movie and you walk out with a goat.
I had my hand up earlier. I'm not sure.
The movie that was playing was Borat, so it makes sense.
Sorry, who was just speaking?
Sammy.
Sammy boy. Yeah, what's up, Sammy? Go ahead.
Really good ideas tonight, and it's really a privilege to be here listening to everything, and I'm getting really excited. And it's just great to be a part, and I just wanted to start with that. But one of the things which really excites me about being an ape is the sense of community. The banner, 8 strong together, all that sort of stuff. It's I just love it, and I like being part of like a wider community. And so much power in that and so much motivation and drive and what have you. So anyway, on that kind of leads me into the idea, which I think would be pretty cool. So as you can probably guess, I live in England. I'm not too far away from London. So we have Odeon, which I'm sure that all of you guys are familiar with. But anyway, building on the sense of community, because we all know that the power of movies, they bring us together, they take us away from whatever struggles that we're going through. I don't know, just gets us all excited and, gets our juices flowing. But what I think would be really cool, on the community vibe would be, say in every single Odeon you have, so every local Odeon, you have a dedicated employee, and perhaps, it could be titled, I don't know, something like a community engagement coordinator or something like that. Someone who's very good at being magnetic and, sort of getting people excited about things. And so anyway, this individual, this employee, they're based in, the local Odeon. And what they do is they go and they visit all the local different pockets of groups of people. So you've got charities, you've got schools, youth clubs, old people's homes, you name it. And that person, they would liaise with these groups, get them excited about, some sort of movie. And, they would go visit these people, literally drive down and go visit and talk to these people or these groups and ask them, say, hey, we love movies and, why don't you guys have a vote? And whatever movie you want to see, any movie classic or any current one. I mean, so many people, they love classic movies. I think there's more of a demand for people who, they like, Aliens or Lord of the Rings or the Godfather series. Maybe there's more people who are interested in old movies rather than like new movies. So if there was like a dedicated smaller screen for like maybe 20 seats, 30 seats, not necessarily like one of the big ones, but one of like the smaller intimate ones, and they could go to these clubs or whatever and ask them what's the consensus here, what do you guys all want to come and see? I don't know, maybe even if they could provide transport, if there's like an Odeon bus or whatever, and maybe some people have some sort of transport issues, and it's just about getting people excited, bring them to the Odeon, to the AMC, watch what they want, and just get people excited about movies. It's all about breaking down on people's isolation and loneliness, and just get people loving movies, man. That's like, I think something like that would be pretty cool.
You're spot on, Sammy. I feel 100% exactly the same, and I've actually had similar ideas. And I do know that AMC Theaters has a sales rep for these types of situations.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily feel that they're doing the most they can, but that's hard to see. That's something we don't see every day. We don't know the numbers, but I feel they're not doing enough, because I feel they should have a catalog, right? A catalog of all their movies, a catalog of certain types of packages with certain numbers, and they can go to elementary, middle school, high school, colleges and say, hey, this is our educational content that we would like to provide to you for a field trip, and provide the prices, the numbers, and so that way the school can compare it to somewhere else. Right? Because the school's looking to save money as well. And if they can send all their people to the theater, they get drinks, they get popcorn, and they learn something as a field trip, that might be a viable option. And that goes the same for, nursing homes. Like you mentioned, like they also have event coordinators, and they need to go out there and market to them, say, here's our book, here's our classic movies that your viewers might like, here's our newer movies, here's our educational content. And if they make it easily and accessible to these groups, they would use it more often, right? It'll start becoming a Friday night event, right? That where all the people at the nursing home get to choose, and the movie that's most chosen is what they're going to go do their field trip per se to go do. And not everybody will go. Some will go, some won't. But it's consistent revenue, and it's more importantly, it's consistent revenue during the daytime, during the slow hours, right? We need to capitalize on the slow hours. So you're right on point, in my opinion.
But there's here in England, with the Odeon, I've never heard of such a scheme. I've never heard that there's sales reps, people that go and visit, these local pockets of, clubs or whatever. I mean, I work in charity here, here in England, and one of my former jobs, I used to work for the YMCA, and we were based in the local town centre, and we had a huge sports hall, and we could go. I was tasked. I was a sort of like a business development guy, so I was tasked with going to all the other different charities in the local area. Literally going there and saying, this is what we have here in the town centre. We have this sports hall, and we're so much cheaper, than say, the private companies who charge, the going rate. But with targeting all the local charities and give them discounts and just get them excited and but I'm not sure if that's actually happening are you sure that's happening in America, in AMC? You've got people who are currently doing that sort of thing?
I'm not sure, and I think that's a good question. I personally, as an investor, would be interested to see more on what direction they're going with that. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, there's none of that. There's none of that happening here in England. I mean, at least I'd never heard of it. But I mean, the wider implications, if you can do that, is you're filling up, daytime, Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday afternoon. Everyone's busy at work or what have you, but there's lots of unemployed people who are the beneficiaries of these charities, and it would mean the world to them. They'll get so excited about it. And then obviously the wider implications, you get the good PR. You can speak about it in your local newspapers or your local online forums, all that sort of thing. I mean, we've got a great product here, movies. People love films, and it's all about breaking isolation, getting people out their homes. I mean, and it's all, I really like the idea of playing classics. So many children, who didn't, young children who didn't have the opportunity to see Lord of the Rings at the cinema on the big screen. That's our product. It's about not watching Lord of the Rings on your iPad in your bed at home. Yeah, that's dope. We love that. But I'm glad that I was able to. I'm old enough, but I saw Lord of the Rings at the cinema.